Hello and welcome to another little photo editing video on this channel. This one will be very brief. I just want to introduce you to an update I made to my AI retouching plugin. So if you aren't aware, a few weeks ago I made a video about my new Gemini AI Photoshop plugin, which is available on my homepage. There are a few examples on the homepage where I show how to use the plugin, how to set it up using the Google Gemini API directly. So up until now, a prerequisite to using this plugin was to have a Google account. But not everybody might have a Google account, so I want to make this plugin available to everybody, which is why I now introduced another option. So we're here in Photoshop. This is a photo I'm currently working on. I'm going to show you a few examples on how to use my plugin on this photo in a second. But first I want to show you the new features. So in the plugin, up until now, you could just use the Google Gemini API key here. Now you have a second option, which is the OpenRouter API key. And I show you what this is in a second. So if you have both or just one of those, you'll have the models here, the version 1, 2, and Pro of the Gemini API. Those here are the direct Google APIs. And here the OR, this is for OpenRouter. So since I have both keys, I have the models via Google API directly and via OpenRouter. And this provides more flexibility. And another thing which is improved by using those OpenRouter models is, I've shown this in my other video, sometimes when you have very large selections, for example, something like 4K, the normal Google API will come back with errors. So it's not very stable if you're just a single user using the API directly. When you use OpenRouter, which is a big customer of Google, you're using the Google API via the OpenRouter proxy. And this is much more stable. And I was able to use it with 4K images or 4K selections, while it didn't work with the direct models. So there are a few improvements you get when using it via OpenRouter. The only caveat is that it's a little bit more expensive. So currently OpenRouter adds 5.5% on top of the price that Google charges. So let me quickly show you. Here on OpenRouter AI, I've created an account, which is pretty straightforward. What you can then do once you have created the account, you go to the API keys and you create your API key. You can make some settings. For example, you set up a limit just to make sure that you don't overspend. So I've set it to $10 a month. And then what you have to do, you buy some credits. I just wanted to give it a try, so I uploaded $10 with a single purchase. Now, up here in OpenRouter, you have some guardrails, which you can configure. For example, here you can set a limit for all your models. And up here, you can select the models you want to use. And the nice thing about OpenRouter is, first of all, you have access to, as you can see here, more than 400 models, which means not just Google. So via my plugin, currently, I just have the Nano Banana models active. So make sure that they are added here, or you don't set a restriction at all, so they can be used. In the future, what I will do, I'll also make other models available via OpenRouter. For example, a GPT Image 2, which is brand new and everybody's talking about. But yeah, currently I haven't yet seen that it's really improving on Nano Banana. Also, the selection size is smaller. You can't make square selections. So there's always some interpolation for our retouching use case. So I'm not yet sure when I will add it and if it will make the retouching better. But yeah, just make sure that the Nano Banana models are available here, that you've topped off some credits, and then you can take your API key and put it into my plugin. So same as the Google Gemini API key, just the OpenRouter API key. And then as usual, you can do some retouching. And yeah, one important retouching I want to do here. So those people here, this is the Plaza de España in Sevilla. And I was standing there trying to take this photo for maybe half an hour, but they just didn't go out of the frame. They were taking selfies all the time. So this is a perfect use case for Nano Banana. So let's just make a selection here. I'll use a square selection because this gives me the highest quality. It's also just a 1K selection, so I can use version 1 directly or via OpenRouter. So I'll just use the OpenRouter for now, just to show you that it works. And what I will do, remove the people from the bridge, and I run it. Now let's have a look. There are other areas. So for example, here we have some people sitting at the edge of the frame. It's not so nice. So let's just make a selection, use another retouch instance, and remove the people sitting on the bench. And let's run this also. So those two here, I'm not yet sure. I might keep them because they're blurred and looks quite nice. But now let's see what Nano Banana did here. So it's the before and after. So let's just put a black mask as usual, white brush 100%, and voila, they are gone. Let's see if we have other people we want to remove. Not really, but here's a lens flare. This is another use case for Nano Banana. So let's just make a selection and to remove the lens flare. This is good. Let's just use version 1. So since I have both API keys, I can switch between both models. So for smaller selections, I'll use Gemini API directly because it's a little cheaper. But as I said, if you have very large selections or you don't have a Google account, just use OpenRouter. Okay, so now let's see what happened here. This was this here. Let's put a black mask, then a white brush, and just brush out the people. So pretty easy. Now let's see if we have removed the lens flare, and you see how quick this retouching works. Put a black mask, and here lens flare is gone. Let's just brush it out. So we're losing a bit of detail here. So let's just try this again. Remove the lens flare and switch to the Pro version, which sometimes gives you a little bit more quality than the version 1. And now you see something I have deselected, but the good thing is those retouch instances, they maintain the selection. So instead of run, I have to do retry, and then this will work. So it remembered the selection, although I deselected and went to another area of the image. This also works pretty good. And yeah, for this image, not so much. I just wanted to remove the gully down here. So I make another selection, use another retouch instance, and holding down Shift, I usually do square selections because this gives me the highest quality. But you could also make other aspect ratio selections with a little bit of interpolation. This will also work. So here I just write remove the gully. And I always try first with such very short prompts. I don't need to give much more information here. And if it doesn't work, I just will be a little more precise in what I want. Let's have a look here. If we have the lens flare now removed with a little higher quality. So let's just put a black mask. Yeah, this looks now much better. So let's just remove it. So this also looks a bit distracting, but yeah, you don't need to use Gemini for that. I just use a clone stamp, sample something here, 100%, and paint down here. This should also work. And this is something you can always do. So you don't always have to use Gemini. Sometimes simple clone stamp work will do the job just as well. So before and after. Now let's have another look. The gully seems to have been removed. So where is the actual layer? Here it is. So again, I put a black mask, holding down Alt, and then I just brush it out. And like magic, I've cleaned up the image. Let's zoom out, select all those layers, group them, and see the before and after. So some very quick retouching work. And yeah, as I said, this plugin is available. There will be a link to it in the description. There's also a light version, which you can use. So don't have to pay, but you can only use the version 1 model. So this limits you to 1000 by 1000 pixel selections. And you also won't get those retouch instances, but still, it's very nice to just try out. The only thing you have to do to get it is subscribe to my newsletter. So yeah, everything's in the description. Hope you liked the video. Now I show you the final image, and then yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.